Hey guys, I wanted to do a little 1-year breastfeeding update. So I've officially been breastfeeding Abram for 1 whole year. I have my golden boobies. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It's like I set out for this goal, but it's so lofty. It's so huge to breastfeed for 1 full year. Breastfeeding is not easy. It does not come without its challenges, its issues, its hang-ups, and I'm just so proud of Abram and I as a combo for making it this far, and we're still going. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me at Carrie Sue Photo. And I posted a picture the other day of the very first picture of Abram latching on while we were still in the hospital after he was born. And something I realized is that one of the reasons breastfeeding was so important to me as a mom, aside from the fact of health benefits, antibodies, nutrition, it was free, it helps you lose weight or regulate hormones for some people. Beside all those facts, I just felt like for me, you know, having gone through 10 years of infertility where my body literally was unable to sustain life or have a healthy pregnancy, and I just felt like I didn't work as a woman, breastfeeding was so important to me because I wanted to feel like I worked, like I could sustain life. And so beyond even being pregnant or giving birth, which I looked forward to those things so much, I really looked forward to breastfeeding because it was this one thing that I just couldn't wait for my body to work properly, to function properly. And so for me, that was the moment when he was born, when he came out and he latched on, I lost it. You know what I mean? Like, my body worked and my baby was nursing and he was mine and he was beautiful and he smelled good. So yeah, we've been breastfeeding for 1 year and it's meant a whole lot more to me than just nutrition, and even to be able to say I did it for a year, it's just been a beautiful relationship. With that said, the last couple weeks have been a little rough. Not only does Abram now have 3 teeth, which he loves to scrape as he's delatching from my breast. That is not a fun feeling. He is just seeing me as this food source. So he will be completely happy in here playing with Jeremy or, you know, doing whatever. And as soon as I walk in the room, it's just, and he's coming over and he's tugging at my shirt and he's wanting to nurse all the time. He's just seeing me as a constant food source. And what's hard about that is I want to enjoy him. I want to just get on the floor and play with him, but I can't. And I've even been wearing super high necked shirts, even hoodies when I'm playing with him, and he still is just tugging, grunting, moaning, kind of complaining or whining. And so I think if that were my only issue, I would totally keep going for forever. Like there wouldn't be any issue with self-weaning or how long we're going, but, and this is kind of a whole nother video, but we are going to be trying for baby number 2. And if you haven't followed my journey, we cannot get pregnant naturally. The only way we can get pregnant is through IVF because I do not have fallopian tubes. So that's the only way. We have to do IVF. And I'm also 30, so I'm not getting any younger, and so it's time to have another baby. We are definitely going to be starting IVF in the next 6 months to a year, and probably sooner rather than later, maybe even sooner than 6 months, which means that I think we are going to start the weaning process here in the next couple months, where we start to take down a couple feedings and go from there, where we, you know, take it down to 3 feedings and then we take it down to 2 and then 1 and go from there. If it weren't for IVF or wanting to have another baby, I would definitely, I can't say for sure, but I think I would let Abram self-wean. I think I would go all the way to about 2.5, 3. I can't personally see myself going much further than that. Not that it's wrong. I actually think it's beautiful and amazing. But because of our circumstances with age and with needing to do IVF, I just think the time has come that we're going to have to slowly start the weaning process so that we can hopefully have another baby and get that ball rolling if that's even possible. So that's breastfeeding. He is nursing when he wakes up around 7 a.m. and then he's nursing usually before his first nap at 9, after he wakes up from his first nap at 11, before his second nap at 1, after he wakes up at 4, and then usually bedtime. So it's still about 5 times a day to 6 times a day, unless he has a super fussy day and he's just There are days he's woken up, nursed, and we've left the house to go run errands or go hang out with friends or do things, and we're just out and about. And if he doesn't ask, you know, if he doesn't like instigate the nursing relationship and he's eating solids and playing with grandma and going to the splash pad and all these things, there's days where he is nursed at like 8 a.m. and then we got home at 3 or 4 p.m. and then bedtime. So he's nursed 3 times max. So he can definitely go that long without it, and he is no longer even nursing at night. He is going to bed around 7 to 8 o'clock and nursing right before bed, and he doesn't nurse again until he wakes up around 6:50 and sometimes as late as 8 a.m. So he's going a good 12 hours without nursing at night, which I'm kind of loving. Like, I'm getting sleep now, which is really, really nice. I mean, other than kind of pulling away with his teeth while he's nursing, the only other thing I can say that he's doing that's somewhat new over the last month or two is because he's so busy and curious about everything, he'll be nurse, 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 and then he pulls away and he's looking around and he'll want to go play, but then he expects my nipple to just be available at any given time. It's literally like he wants me to sit here naked so he can play and then just come back to the fountain. You know what I mean? Like the soda fountain. That's what I feel like I am, like this fountain of whatever Abram needs. And so that's been kind of hard too. Like, I can't just be here and play with him, because if I'm here and he smells me or even sees any part of this body, he wants it. He wants the milk. So that's our 12-month breastfeeding update. We made it a year. I'm kind of shocked and excited and proud and all of these things at the same moment. It's been a hard journey at times, a painful journey at times, but I'm so grateful we both stuck through it and got ourselves all the way to a year. I am gonna go ahead and make a video on my plans for weaning baby Abram, toddler Abram. Is he a baby? I think you consider them a toddler at 1. No, he's a baby. So I think I'm gonna make a weaning plan update for baby Abram. Stay tuned, and thank you so much for following our journey.